Hey, Evan.
Hey, Scott.
I like doing it different every
You
time.
do. You keep me on my toes. Thanks for downloading and
No doubt.
listening this episode of Backstage with the Simple Church podcast.
Backstage with some church.
That's right. We're taking a break from the beginnings again because we have an August update.
We do.
It's chock full of goodness.
Oh, chock full.
August has some great stuff coming up we're going to tell you about. We don't want you to miss.
No, special things.
Special things. And we're talking about board games.
Oh,
That's right.
I
We're
love
doing
board games.
a board game series. We're going to find out how much you love board games. Share some board game stories because it's called It's All a Game, Scott.
Yes, it is.
And
I
we
have
go through.
Bob's Burgers Monopoly.
Do you really?
I do.
I did not know that.
There you
But if you are listening to this episode, we hope you'll enjoy, check it out, and find out all the fun stuff coming up in August with the Simple Church. But make sure you subscribe. You don't miss a single episode
Miss
wherever
an
you're
episode.
listening. Don't miss a single one. There's good ones.
We're entertaining.
They might not all be as good, but you should listen to them.
Dadgummit, we're entertaining.
That-
People like us.
Thank you, Stuart Smalley.
You're welcome.
That's right. So download wherever you're listening on this podcast. You can subscribe to make sure you get one every week and leave it a 5-star review. It helps people to find it. It makes it easier to search for. Or if you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you get the video version. You can see our smiling faces. We're both wearing black today.
That's weird. I didn't. I just now put that
And
together.
some bright colors. You're wearing your Simple Kids. I'm wearing my Do Good. And you can be a part of the video experience on YouTube by subscribing to the Simple Church YouTube channel. I almost said YouTube, subscribe YouTube. YouTubes. We just hit 2,000 subscribers, Scott.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we got some great YouTube people out there.
Did not. All the tubes.
All the tubes. We went from 180 something to 2,000 in a year.
Wow.
So thank you.
Thank you for listening.
And now, got some breaking COVID update.
Yeah. Thank you for supporting us. It's viewers like you. Those
This is our
PBS.
pledge drive, yeah.
Yeah. Hi, this is PBS.
And on that note, enjoy this episode. That's more like it, Scott. feel
Yeah,
like
I was
the last,
trying harder this time.
last couple times you kind of phoned it in, but
Yeah.
that's what we were looking for.
Yeah, well, I'm back on the good meds.
Hey, there we go. We're getting real right off the bat. Thanks for downloading this episode. We're excited, Scott, because
I just had a very dumb thought.
okay, let's share it.
I was like, how do we know if they download it? Well, because they're listening to it, Scott.
If you don't hear this, you
Yeah.
didn't download it.
Sorry. Anyway, yes.
Yeah, so we are about to turn the calendar, Scott. A new month. The Olympics are going on. It's exciting.
Are they
time.
doing it?
They are. Well, I said
Under protest.
that's
though.
right. It's a different time. It's crazy.
Yeah, I did see the lady with a little. Did you see her with like the little squirt gun try to put out the torch?
No.
Yes, literally, they're running it through Tokyo, and this little old lady, she's like 66 or something like that. She's literally standing there, and she wait as the torch come by. She just starts spraying it with the water, try to put out. They arrested her. She's in jail right now.
That's what you get, old lady.
Yeah, and she got charged with like an international crime or
Oh my
something.
God.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, let's an old lady, let her go.
Throw the book at her.
She's got cats.
But that's not what it's about today, Scott. Today's all about Promotion Sunday. This coming Sunday,
I don't-
August the 1st.
I don't get promoted.
You don't anymore. You've promoted out. We've gone back and talked about some of your school experiences.
Yes.
It was not non-traditional education
I like that non-traditional education.
for you. But for all of our traditional students, they are moving up this Sunday to their new classes, Scott.
That is
from
true.
The babies all the way up to the high schoolers.
Yes.
So if you are someone that's listening that has kids, if you are a kid listening, we might have some student
Yeah.
listeners.
I doubt it.
That's right. If you are, let us know. Tag us in the Instagram. Tag us. Tag us on Instagram. Let us know you're listening. Download. We'd love to talk to some teenage
Yes.
listeners. We've had teenagers on the show.
Yes,
Maybe they
we
download
have.
and listen.
Yeah, it took me
Yeah,
a second.
keep
Yeah.
it positive.
Yeah.
But this Sunday, Promotion Sunday, what that means is if you're new or if you have kids, you're trying to figure out what to do, you will go to the new class.
Yes.
So for me, I have Eliza. She's 3. She just turned 3 in June. She's been in the 2-year-old class.
Eliza.
She promotes up to the 3-year-old class, which I never can keep the animals right, and I'm sure that makes Christy very happy. But
Yeah, it's like elephants,
butterflies,
butterflies,
larva.
caterpillars, larva. I set up the flags, and even I can't remember.
That's right. But you will move up. They will have it very clear and very obvious for you when you check in and get your tag. It will say the new class moving up. Julie Mitchell, unheralded, gets a lot of credit for that.
Unheralded.
You like that? Dropping
Wow.
a SAT word on there. Julie does a lot behind the scenes.
She
And
does.
she works and keeps the database up to date, moving up classes, and that way your kids are safe. They can get their tag. But the other cool thing is they'll have fun stuff upstairs. They'll have promotion for the middle school, so the new 5th graders go into to 6th grade is a big deal. That's a big change, Scott. I don't know if you
But
remember
see,
your middle school age.
Well, first of all, I was in public school all the way up to the 8th grade.
Yes.
Yeah, so there was that. I enjoyed it. I looked forward to it. I wasn't like most kids where they're like, "Oh no,
Oh, I was.
I'm going up." Yeah, no, I was like, "Cool, I'm going to hang out with the older kids."
See, I was the exact opposite.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You became one of those older kids that fulfilled the fears for me of what was going to happen.
Hey, you're welcome.
Thank you. But Promotion Sunday, 6th grade, First Baptist Bossier, where we grew up. Justin's the middle school pastor at that point. They're having inflatables. There's a pizza party. It's a great party. I threw a fit and laid on the floor and cried in the parking lot. Didn't want to go in because I was intimidated to go with the older kids, and my parents
Really?
let me go to church with them, and I didn't go.
See, I don't know. It didn't bother. Like it was like any normal day for me.
Yep.
I don't remember like any good or bad experience. I just walked in like, all right, and I'm in 6th grade
You
now.
got it.
All right.
Let's go to our producer, Jordan. Jordan, we're going to talk to you some today because we're about to get into some more serious discussions.
Yeah.
Jordan, how was middle school for you? What was it like transitioning into middle school?
I think it was fine from what I remember.
See, I think the difference between you two and me was you guys are probably more confident as elementary, middle school kids.
I just didn't like going to school, period.
Sure.
Same here.
There you go. So
Yeah. For me, it was like, okay, no big deal.
moving up. But
Yeah.
the middle school will have a chance.
I was
to
probably
meet
just
them.
excited that I was actually moving up.
Yes. Different.
I know my mom was.
Puts it in perspective.
Yeah, I was like, all right, we made it another year. All right.
That's right. So the 8th graders will move up and become freshmen. Going into the high
Mm.
school is a big change as well. We got groups of those. But this Sunday, Promotion Sunday, we're also kicking off a new series, Scott. It's called It's All a Game.
It is all a game.
It is. Life's a game.
Yes.
But we're talking, and it's themed really about board games.
Life's a game. You learn as you go. No, that's not the right. Sorry.
That's it.
Is it?
Is
Yeah.
it?
All right. Well, there you got something
Yeah,
right.
a little country.
Hey.
Life's a game. You learn as you go. Sometimes you lead. Sometimes you follow.
You keep going.
No. That's
Okay.
good. That's all I can remember.
Who's the artist? I don't know.
Ooh.
Toby. I don't know. One of those.
Toby Keith.
Toby Keith.
Somebody.
John McEnroe.
The
No,
tennis
wait. That's
player?
the tennis player. John McEnroe. John McIntyre?
McIntyre?
Anyway, moving along.
Anyway,
It's a board game.
It's a board game series, Scott. How do you feel about board games in general?
I like board games. We actually used to play board games, you and I.
Yes.
You remember the Settlers of Catan?
And that's pretty much the pinnacle of nerdy board gaming.
Yes.
That's a lot. So I really enjoy it. I like it. Jordan, have you ever played Settlers of Catan?
I have not.
Yep, that fits.
It's also John Michael Montgomery, Scott.
John
There
Michael
it
Montgomery.
is.
My parents have stayed in his cabin.
Really?
Really.
What? You got to tell that story now.
They rented a cabin in Colorado or Tennessee. I can't remember which.
Those are very different parts of the
Very different, but basically they were like went on a vacation. This was recently. This was in the past couple of years. They like to their vacations are more like they like to go out into like rent a cabin in like Colorado up in the mountains. It's real pretty, and they're in this cabin and they get a knock on the door and it's him.
The
Like, hey.
country singer.
Yeah,
Really?
like hey, how's it going? I'm just I own and he owns like several rows of these cabins like just in his retirement. He's like, I'm just checking on you, like any owner would.
Wow.
Like, hey, I'm just coming to check on you. My mom was like, you look familiar. And then they looked it up. Yeah, it was him.
How old is he?
Oh, he's old.
Is he?
Yeah, he's probably in his 70s, 80s by
I'm going to get
now.
Jordan to fact check that while he's over there
Yeah.
pressing the button.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting.
That is. Well, there you go. I did not
Yeah.
expect to go there today.
There you
but
go.
There's a free story. So board
Pretty
games.
story.
You and me, we're board game
Yes.
people. If you're listening, you might not be into board games. Not something that is something you're excited about or into, but I know there are a lot of people that like board games. We play board games with our kids. Did you play board games growing up with your parents?
Oh, did not.
Really?
Yeah. And it's funny because it's the exact opposite. Now that I'm older, we actually play board games.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we played as kids growing up. I have a good board game story, Scott.
Oh, I want to hear that.
That's right. So, Scott, this is going to shock you, but my family, everybody's a little competitive.
Really?
Yeah.
Never noticed
I don't know
that.
if y'all have ever picked that up in that. So I really think it's more my mom, and she would deny it, and she might be listening to this and arguing with it. But Dad's pretty laid back and chill. He is a very competitive person, but he doesn't let it come out in a way that can be, let's say, negative. My mother, on the other hand,
Pam, I hope you. Oh gosh,
she is a stickler for rules. I think I got
really.
that from her.
You
Yeah.
think so?
Just a little. She likes to clarify and know things. And so this is Christmas morning. We were here, so it's probably 5th grade, 1998, Scott. There was a Christian radio program called Adventures in Odyssey. Are you familiar with Adventures in Odyssey?
No, I am not.
Jordan, have you ever heard of Adventures in Odyssey?
Definitely not.
So this was focused on the family. They would put them out. We actually bought
I
them.
remember Focus on the Family.
So they would do different programs, and there was videos like cassettes, and then we would go and get the VHS, and it was these cartoon adventures, and it was like teaching Christian morals. I actually learned a lot from them. I'm no shade on Adventures in Odyssey. I'm gonna get you one, Scott. You can listen to it.
I want it.
How about that? I'm gonna get you one.
I may look it up on YouTube after.
They had a guy. His name was Mr. Whitaker, who had like a ice cream soda shop hangout for kids, and he was a friendly older guy.
kids.
That's right. But he had a time machine. It took a sci-fi twist, and he'd go back
Wow.
and teach them biblical lessons.
I'm
And
surprised they let that happen.
right. But anyway, all that's to set up Christmas morning. Santa brings Adventures in Odyssey, the board game,
Ooh.
and we're gonna play as a family. So I'm in 5th grade. That means Aaron was like 3rd grade, and Emily was like probably 3, 4. She was too young to play. Is that right? Yeah. And so we start playing Adventures in Odyssey, the board game, and it gets so heated, and my mom gets so mad and competitive about being a stickler for rules that I leave in tears playing the board game. And ruins Christmas Day.
Ruins Christmas.
It was a sad Christmas day because we got into it about how to play Adventures in Odyssey, the board game.
That's hilarious.
That's right. We've made Emily, my little sister, cry multiple times playing board games.
Well, she's probably the most sensitive of the bunch.
I would agree with that, but she was younger than us, and she'd try to tag along and get her feelings hurt playing spoons or cards or Uno getting skipped. It was very personal.
I played Uno for the first time this year.
What?
Yes.
How is that possible?
At Justin Hagler's house. Or maybe it was John Hagler's.
Really? Scott, through the magic of editing, we're back.
Yeah, sorry about that. The AC guy. For those that don't know, we've had some AC problems here in the old podcast studio.
It's a bit
So
toasty.
hot.
And we had the doors open because we've got no AC. And the AC guy showed up right in the
should have
middle
put him
of
on the podcast.
We should have.
He was probably working. He wouldn't
Yeah,
know.
he was like, oh, hey, sorry, you guys are recording.
Yeah, he was.
He was nice.
Yeah,
was
he was
very
very nice.
That's right.
Thank
Hey,
you.
and if the AC guy comes, you stop.
Yeah, that's right. That's priority.
Thank you, Timco. I saw a shirt. Anyway, back to board games.
Back to board games. So that's my favorite board game story of my origins of board games.
origin story.
We have a friend who won't be named Stephen Knight that refuses to play board games at our house anymore.
Yes.
He's not a big fan of the board games.
Well, there is another friend who won't be mentioned, Jeremy Calsey, who is the biggest cheater and schemer at any game, specifically board games that exist. I've never met anyone that tries so hard to be so shady at a board game.
We're gonna sit in this episode. I'll make sure. Stephen, I think, listens.
If he like put the effort into just playing the game than trying to make deals like Monopoly, Settlers of Catan, no matter what, if there was a way to try to work other players
He'd wear you down.
just constantly.
You and him have a long history of that.
Yeah, it's fun.
So, like, would you have friends over and do stuff? Would you play board games as adults?
we
now? What do you
played
play?
as adults.
Yeah, as adults.
No one comes over.
Oh. So our go-to is catchphrase. We really like catchphrase. It's electronic.
Yeah.
So it's right on the edge of a board game. We like that. Jordan, we all play board games. People come over.
Yeah.
What do y'all play?
Sometimes. It depends.
Okay.
We got, and whatever. We can edit this out if we need to. We got my mom to play Cards Against Humanity,
Yeah.
which was hilarious.
There's some edgy cards in there.
Yeah. My favorite board game though is Clue.
Really?
Although I never win.
So you just like the
I
idea
don't
of
because I'm always like trying to get be the first one to guess, and every time I guess
You're
wrong.
Mm.
Yeah, and
There
then
you
my
go.
wife, because she knows I'm going to do it, just holds off.
So we all play the two of you?
We have before, yeah.
Wow, big Clue fans. I haven't played Clue.
I
in
love
years.
Clue.
I don't think I've ever played Clue.
Well, there we go. We're going to have to play Clue. That's one of the ideas we've been talking about. You're going to be there August 1st to find out the board game series. We're going to have some fun interactive stuff. We're going to have some photo areas. We're going to have some games throughout the series that you guys can play and be a part of. Another big cool thing happening is August the 29th. Life groups are doing
Yes.
the kickoff. And so if you're interested in
and
getting a
it's
life
going to
group-
be the game of life.
That's right. So Hall 2, next door to where we have service, they're going to set up all the people that are leading life groups, doing booths, so you can find out what they're doing this semester, find
Yep.
one that works for you.
My life group will be there
Oh,
in
ooh.
force.
And they're going to do a contest for decorating and trying to come up with the most creative life group table.
No, far it's going to be that decorated.
I think you got to have a Jeep.
Well, we actually are planning to bring all the Jeeps
There
and
you
all the
go.
four wheelers and all the, but I don't. like they're like, because I told my life group about it, and they're like, let's bring in dirt and do this, and I'm like, hey, just remember everything we bring in, we have to bring out. Like I appreciate the creativity, I really do, but I just yeah, we don't need to bring in like they're talking like making a ramp and bringing in
Crushing
boulders
their
and
dreams, guys.
and I'm just like, yeah, but okay, if y'all do that, I'm not taking it out.
As
Y'all
a
are
great
more than
leader
welcome to do it.
does.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make one mad audio guy that Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So August 29th, that'll be life group kickoff. Life groups are small groups that meet in homes. They meet in restaurants around the area.
Yes.
Your lead life group.
Yeah, we meet in a restaurant. We are a once a monther
Yep.
because just for us, everyone in my particular life group is pretty busy, and so we just figured that was best for us. But there are people that meet bi-weekly, weekly. John's life group has been meeting weekly. They don't take like we're on a summer break.
Right.
John's life group, which I was a part of before, still kind of am a part of. That's the car life group. It's the guys' life group. They don't take a break. They're going summer, winter. It doesn't matter. They meet weekly. It's a great group of guys. So, yeah, it just all depends on what you want to do.
So it's a great time to get involved as you're coming back to school. That we're promoting with the new series, getting your kids involved, having new stuff for them. Go ahead. You about to say something?
No.
Oh, you.
Well, I was just going to say that that the life groups isn't just about meeting just that one time, because like with my life group in particular, we do other things like because we are a Jeep life group or a 4-wheel drive life group, we go and take trips together, and like we went to Hot Springs, we go over to Barnwell Mountain, which is not that far away, on a weekend, and have fun together. So it's more about just having life together than just like meeting and listening to like an Andy Stanley or whatever for an hour. I mean, we do a lot together. Yeah, so that's just
That's a
little
look at
bit-
life groups.
Yeah, that's a
so
look at
August
life
29th.
groups.
Mark that date down as you're coming back, checking it out. It'd be a good one to be in person if you've been watching online. You're
Yes.
ready to come back and check it out. But August 15th, Scott, if you've been around, if you're new, you don't know this, but we had scheduled for Splash Kingdom to be back in July, but now
Yes.
it is Sunday, August the 15th.
Sunday.
That's right. So it's free for you and your family to come to the water park. It's
Till noon?
I believe so. It's a
Yeah.
morning now. It used
Yeah,
to be in
but-
the evening.
If you get in before noon, you can stay all day.
All day long.
All
Some people do.
day long.
Gift
all
that just
day.
keeps on giving.
That's right, Clark.
You
Jordan,
too can feel the heat within reach.
the heat within reach. That's less catchy than the beach within reach.
that's true.
Yeah, let's sell it. Jordan, are you a big water park person? You excited?
Nope.
about- There you go.
Out on the water parks.
Nope, not for you, Scat.
I'm not a big water park person.
There you go. I
But
like water parks.
if it's your thing, that's great.
That's right. And for some families, I'd say kids. It's more.
Yeah. I'm a
kid-focused.
single guy.
I feel like it's just like a kid park.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I get that for
Like
sure.
in my head, I'm like, this is a kid park.
So, like, have you ever done the one in Dallas or done any
Yeah.
other bigger Schlitterbahn?
Yeah.
yeah,
What's your
actually, I
favorite?
did have a lot of fun with you at a water park.
That's right.
Yeah, Magic Springs.
That was a great one.
We went to the one in Dallas one time.
Yep.
And it was in the middle of the summer,
Ooh.
and it was like 72 degrees
What?
and miserable. It
Because
was
it's too
so
cold?
cold. Yes. That was the last time I went to a water park.
Yeah, I will say the one when we went to Magic Springs.
Yeah, that was a good trip.
Yeah, but it was rather chilly. I think a cold front had just come through,
You never know.
and it was very rainy and wet.
And that's what happened in July for us. So we moved it to this August 15th
Yes.
date. So it'll take the place at church that morning.
Yes.
GeekCon is actually in the convention center,
Yes.
taking over the whole convention center. So we'll be
Yes.
out in the Splash Kingdom. So that morning you'll go. And if you're interested in getting baptized, it is a really, really
It's a
cool way to
great
do
way. Yeah, all the ministers are going to be in the wave pool. You can pick and choose which minister you want.
that. We always clarify this. The waves are turned off.
Yes, the waves are turned off. If you ever watched the the Gemstones, the Righteous Gemstones. They baptize in the wave pool, and the waves get turned on, and I laughed till I cried.
We can relate. We can relate to that. But
Yeah,
yes,
but-
so
Yeah, it's a great way for you and your if you have several people that want to be baptized at the same time. There's a lot of people there. We've had over 400 people one time.
Yeah.
And once again, it's great because if you want Justin to do it, or Brian, or Evan, or Christy A, whoever, they're all in the water. They're all ready. And it's just a great time.
It's cool to watch.
it is
Yeah.
really cool. And
Yeah, and
it's
it's
just
powerful.
So many people.
We've even had lifeguards that were like, "Hey, can I get baptized?" Sure.
literally that day they're
Yeah.
working and they
Yeah,
just came
yeah,
up
they
and
were like,
felt
I
moved.
really feel moved to do it, and it's a great time. Your whole family can gather around and watch, and grandma can come out and watch, and maybe you can talk her into getting in the water. And
We'll put some tents up so they can watch
Yep.
it be in the shade.
we'll have shade up, and yeah, it's great. You'll get to hear my voice live.
You normally are the MC
I am the MC.
of
Yep.
the whole park.
Mm.
but it is a good day and it's fun. And it's, I mean, saving money.
Yeah. And once again, it's free. So
$25 a
you,
person typically.
you and your family can get baptized and spend the rest of the day in the park.
So for my family of 4, it's $100. But if you just want to plan something fun to do as a family, Sunday, if you're off, make some good memories, invite neighbors, friends. It's open to the public.
Yes.
So
it
anybody
is
can
open.
come.
Anybody.
And if you're not with Simple Church, you show up that day, they didn't know, then we let them in, and it's just a way to bless and give
Yeah,
back.
and we're done by 10:30ish, 11, and the
Baptism,
park, the baptism part's done. So that means after about 10:30, the park's open.
Yeah, everything's
And
wide open.
once again, you can come in or while you're there and just go and have fun.
That's right.
Eat a hot
And
dog.
they'll have some fun stuff. Like I know Amber's doing a cornhole tournament.
There is a cornhole
Cornhole.
and wiffle ball.
Y'all don't want the wiffle ball team back.
Ooh,
If I remember, I did the announcements for the wiffle ball
Last
team
ye-
as well.
Last
With the
time it
color
was
commentary.
me and Justin and D Nice and Greg.
Y'all did
some
dominate.
ringers.
We dominated.
Took
Yeah,
care
Greg-
of the young people.
Yeah, Greg wanted me to announce in British, and I think I did.
Doesn't surprise me at all. So there'll be fun stuff. There'll be stuff for you and your family, hang out, and if you want to see
It
people
is a
get
great
baptized.
time.
But if you want to get baptized, we'll put a link in the show notes, and then we'll
Yes.
put it on YouTube that you
Because
can
we
go.
want to know who's coming.
That's right. It helps us to get a shirt. You get a special shirt
Yeah,
for
you
getting
get a shirt,
baptized.
and you get a little. You get a little. I almost said plaque, but it's not a plaque. A little
Certificate.
certificate.
Yeah, we send you one in the mail, and it's something that is important to us to go public with your faith,
Yes.
celebrate that with you, and it's a great way to do it over at Splash Kingdom.
Great way.
So that's your August update, Scott.
I like it.
Promotion this Sunday, August 1st.
And join us for the board game series. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I think so.
There's going to be a lot of board games. I myself now, as an adult, I play with my parents. We play Rummy Cube.
I like Rummy Cube a lot. Jordan, you play Rummy Cube?
Nope.
Mallory just got it for me for Christmas.
It is. It's a great game. It's a thinker.
Ooh, what about Sequence? Y'all ever played
I
Sequence?
have played Sequence.
Oh,
Never played
dude.
Sequence.
Never
I
played
love
it.
that one.
Oh,
Never
man.
played it.
That's a fun
I'm
one.
a big Monopoly and Risk fan.
I love Risk, Scott. I think we played one time, didn't
No, we have not.
we? No.
We've talked about playing before. We
Okay.
should play.
We
We should.
should.
We should have
We'll
a
video
game
it.
day.
I like that a lot.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Ooh, and I like chess. I'm terrible at it, but I like it.
My dad, Dean Semenko, was the Nebraska high school state champion chess team. Taught me how to play.
This is not surprising. I love your dad so much.
Oh, he's a character.
My grandfather was the one that taught me how to play. Not a pleasant time, but he taught me how to play.
hit like a stick and was hitting
Yeah,
you.
basically.
Yeah,
What did you make that move for? That was the dumbest move I've ever seen in my life.
Moron.
I'm 4 years old. I'm sorry.
Four. I just had a stroke thinking trying to teach Eliza how to play chess right now.
Oh, I love you, Paw.
Oh,
Really do.
yeah, that's good. Thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome. He doesn't listen though.
He should. Let's set it up, Owen.
Okay.
All right. So thanks for listening. We hope to see this August with all the fun stuff
Yes.
coming up. This Sunday, August 1st. Check it out for the promotion.
I have one more thing
Oh,
that I want to
yes.
add right here at the end for those that want to. Just for me personally, if you could send me an email at Scott@thepodcast. Scott, no,
No.
wait, that's not right.
That's right.
Scott@thesimplechurch.tv. I want to know your story.
Oh,
If you've had a way that Simple Church has impacted your life in a positive way, I want to know what that is.
I like the boldness of putting this at the end of the podcast.
Yes.
Next week, let's put it at the beginning.
No.
Okay. If you're the real fans, you listened
Yeah.
all the way through.
Yeah.
That's right. But we would love to hear from you.
Yeah, I want to know your story.
That's right. We're going to
Tell me
have
your story.
on Mark Perkins, somebody that's a
Yes.
listener that's talked to us and interacted, reached out. So we love
Well,
hearing from
Mark,
people
Mark.
that actually listen.
Yeah, I want to know your if Simple Church has impacted you in a very positive way, you or your family. I want to know.
There you go. Send Scott an
Yeah,
email.
we may do a special series.
Oh.
Series.
Yep. When you start slurring words like that,
That
right time to
is-
go.
Yep.
Thanks for listening. We hope to see you this August. One more time. The first promotion, 15th, Splash Kingdom, 29th, the life groups
Yep.
kicking off.
And then it's all about board games.
all the game of life.
Mm.
On that note, bye-bye.
Bye.